The bird was indeed the word. Welcome to episode 0 of the Metal Breakdown podcast. I am your host, Tom.
And I'm the co-host, Connor.
This is a metal podcast, mostly about extreme sort of metal music, and we are two northern lads just here to talk about it a bit for fun. So, a little bit about us before we get started, before we do a bit of an episode 0, a bit of colour, get to know who we are, and you can always come back to this episode in the future if you do bother listening to any of the other ones, which are
Hello,
proper
future
episodes.
People.
Damn, this you come from the future? Are you aliens? Oh god.
I'm,
Oh god, oh god, they've got
wow.
lasers! They've got lasers! Okay, that was fucking stupid. Anyway, on to the music. So I want to talk a little bit about our past, present, and future in terms of music and sort of where our inspirations are coming from. I am sort of an early 20s bloke who had a very Metallica dad. You know, your Metallica, Megadeth, Pantera, Nirvana. That was the sort of scene I was like brought up in and around, and from there I sort of developed my own taste, which eventually led to mathcore, sort of extreme sort of death metal, and the likes sort of deathcore, metalcore. You know the gist.
Well, for me, I am from a similar background. I'm also 20s-ish, also from the north of England. Came up from a grunge and classic rock background, and I developed that into my own music of pop punk and alternative metal at the time. But I've grown that, and I'm now into deathcore, and I'm a core kid. Yeah, I know.
I feel
I also
absolutely
dabble
sick to my
in
stomach.
I also dabble in death metal and some of the stuff that Tom's into. And Tom is also very much into the stuff that I'm into.
Yeah, we've got fairly similar overlapping tastes. I tend to go a little bit more into the weird extreme end, and Connor's more just general everything.
Give me chugs. I like chugs.
Give me weird, dissonant mathcore chords followed by some dude screaming at me, and then hopefully somebody barking in my face, and I'll probably be quite happy. And then maybe a little bit of violin, because I'm classy.
Off, off.
Yeah, off off. But anyway, what to expect? So this is an episode 0. Obviously, it's a bit of 5-minute bullshit, mostly just us talking random nonsense, really. But the actual episodes, expect probably general sort of band discog reviews, general news, what's hot at the moment. So, for example, in January, Sleep Token was the big thing. Everything was about Sleep Token. We'd also like to get
Sex
some guests.
token.
Yes, Sex Token, indeed,
I
Sex
hate
Token.
that so much, but everyone calls it that, and I hate it.
Anyway, I would like to get guests. I would like to interview them, maybe, or just talk to them in general. An interrogation, maybe, maybe a little interrogation.
Let's strap them down on a chair and tell them, how do you write music?
Oh,
Scream at them.
I was thinking more like BDSM, but I mean each to their own. Um,
I mean, if you want,
uh,
that's more your kind of thing, but hey.
in other things, I would like to do some weird, wacky game shows. In which case, I'm going to force my co-host here to do ridiculous little games and go up against other guests we have, and they have absolutely no consent towards this whatsoever.
Don't worry, I am terrified, and I genuinely have no idea what's going to happen.
Oh, it's okay because neither do I. I have no idea. I am staring blankly into my mic with zero thoughts in my mind.
That's no different to like every day. You always have no thoughts.
But yeah, that is a general overview of what to expect. We'll talk about music, we'll talk about what's going on in the general scene, and we are indeed Metal Pigeon, or Metal Breakdown.
We're metal breakdown, but also metal pigeon, and we can't decide, but we're both and neither.
Mental Breakdown?
We're both having a mental breakdown. On that note, adios.